Hi, in this video, I will be showing you on how to create receipt. The objective of this process is to register student with specific subject or class, and also it's to implement a smooth payment process. Let's take a look at the overview flow of this process. First of all, you need to create payment type that your center uses. Then select the student who is going to be registered or make payment. After that, register the student with subject or class. Last but not least, create receipt. Now let's take a look at payment page. Go to sales and payment shortcut icon on the home page, or you may go to the transaction icon and click payment. So this is where you are going to register the student with subject or class and also to create receipt. Here is the drop-down menu where you are going to select the student that you would like to register with class or subject. Also, on your right side, there are 5 buttons which have its own respective functions, and for like subscriber, there are only 4 minus register subject button. So down here, there are input fields which will be generated with figures once you click create payment. So total wording will show the total amount, and net total will show the overall final total, which includes rounding and discount. As for rounding input field, it will display the amount which is rounded by system. For example, if the total amount is 50 ringgit and 54 cents, then system will be rounding it to 50 ringgit 55 cents. The rounding input field will display 0.01 cents. Receipt number will display the document number of the receipt, and you can configure it based on your preferences. Click on next number over here and you will be directed to document numbering page. You may set the document format here based on the format parameter provided. For example, I would like to add month and year in my document format. So I'm going to copy all this and paste it over here. Then document format sample will display on how the document number will look like. When you're satisfied, click save. Now let's go back to payment page and refresh. Then you will see the next number is different from the previous one. Receive input field, on the other hand, will show the amount received by cashier. Change input field will display the balance that cashier should return to payer if the received amount is more than the net total. Outstanding amount is the total outstanding amount that the student still owe. Payment type is a drop-down menu for you to select, such as credit card and cash. If you select check as your payment type, then you have to insert the check number here. Next is pay time, which will display the time of when the receipt is created. Send SMS checkbox is only for professional and enterprise user, in which they may send text message to student or parents to let them know that payment has been made. Keep amount zero row checkbox over here is to show the item that has zero amount or price on receipt. This is important if you like the product that you selected, which is free of charge, to be captured in the receipt and report. Then take this checkbox. Remarks input field over here is an additional area where cashier may add in additional notes or remarks for students' reference. Before you create any payment, you need to create payment type to be selected when you would like to open the receipt. In order to create payment type, you need to go to master data, secondary master data, and select add or edit payment type. This is where you are going to create payment medium of your center. So I have created one here, which is cash. I'm going to create another two. So insert payment type number, which is a short form that represents a payment type. For example, CQ, and the payment type name is check. And if there's any bank charge, you may insert it here and save. And the next sample is online transfer. I'm going to put in as in OT, and the payment type name is online transfer, and save. Now that we have created the payment type, let's register student with subject, and then we will take a look on how to register class, and lastly we will learn on how to make payment. So go to transaction icon and click payment. Select the student that you would like to register by clicking on this drop-down menu. Since light version is not accompanied with class management function, then add new item button is the place where registration of subject takes place. Click add new item and a box will appear. Select the subject that you would like to register in product or charge drop-down menu. Then select the period of when you would like this student to be registered to the subject. By default, the system will auto-select current month as the period. However, if you would like the student to be pre-registered to the incoming period, then you may click on the drop-down menu and choose the preferred period. For example, 2016-05. And then transaction date is the date of when you register a student. Repeat when clone checkbox is a useful function in which when this checkbox is ticked, the subject, product or charge that you add on to the student's payment will be brought forward to next month when you do cloning of class. In other words, you wouldn't have to keep adding on the item every month. This will save you from doing the hassles and to prevent you from getting confused and adding the wrong item. Methods on cloning class will be shown in tutorial 9 video. When you select an item from here, the unit price will be auto-generated. Aside from that, you may also apply discount to the product. When you're done, click Add On. So when I click this X icon to close this box, the item that I just added on is now listed under Outstanding Details tab. However, Add New Item is not limited to subject only. Charge and stock such as registration fees and exercise book can also be added by this function too. The outstanding detail here shows that this student has been registered to the subject successfully. So now let's go back to add new item. This function is not limited to subject only. You can also add on product and charge such as registration fees and exercise book. So for example, I'm going to add on registration fees and I would like this charge to be repeated next month. And click add. And also I would like to add on an exercise book and click add on again. As you can see here, the product and charge drop-down menus combined product, charge, and subject on the list. So some users might not like it when their subjects are combined together like this. So if you like to separate your subjects or you like to remove your subjects from this function and just to leave the product and the charge, you may do so. Just close this checkbox and go to master data and click general setting. Scroll down until you see hide subjects from add product screen. Take the checkbox and save. Let's go back to payment page, refresh, and select Amy's name. And you'll see the outstanding details here. When you click add new item again, you'll see that subject is not listed in the list anymore. Now close this box and please be reminded that we have not reached payment step yet. This stage is known as registration phase. Now I'm going to show you on how to register student to class. Registration of class is only available for professional and enterprise version. So if you are a professional and enterprise subscriber, you will have this button of register subject. Click on this button and a box will prompt out like this. So up here is for transportation purpose. Join date here defines the date of when you register the student. An active checkbox here means that the status of this student is active. Transaction date is the date when you register the student as well. And if you would like to implement transportation management, you may view tutorial 13, how to assign transport and generate pickup list. Now moving on to the center, you will see a filter to search out for the class. You may filter the search results with the drop-down menus provided here. You may filter by the period, student standard, and the group. Also, if you would like to be more specific, you may filter by class code. After you have selected the filters, click search and you will see a list of class being displayed down here. By default, system will display the classes based on the student standard. So Amy is in standard 2 or primary 2. So the system already displayed the classes for primary 2. So now as you can see here, each class shows the details of its day and time down here. For example, here is English class and below it is the day and time which this class is conducted every Wednesday at 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So to register a student to this class, you just tick the register checkbox. That is aligned with the class. And then click save. Now close this box, and you will see the classes are now under outstanding detail, which indicates that the registration of the class is now successful. Now let's move on to the final stage, which is create payment. So when you are certain that you would like to open receipt for this registration, click create payment. Then this is the payment page, and you already opened the receipt, and you can see that receipt number input field is now generated with figures. So this is the document number for this receipt, and you can see that most of the input fields are now generated with figures as well. So right now Amy would like to pay a few items only, which are BM or Bahasa Melayu for the period of April and Bahasa Melayu for the period of May. So I'm going to click the plus icon here for the subjects that she would like to pay. And when you look at change, this is the amount that she should pay. So I'm going to key in 100 in received input field, as this is the amount that she's paying. And there's no figure in change because there's no balance. So let's say if Amy give me 110, so there will be a balance of 10 ringgit, and it will be generated here in the change input field. If the student would like to pay all the items that he or she has been registered to, just click this icon, pay all icon, and you will see the received input field is now generated with the total amount. And right here, total is the raw total of the item before rounding. So 240 ringgit and 54 cents has been rounded to 240 ringgit and 55 cents. And the rounding input field is now generated with 1 cent. So minus back items that Amy would not like to pay, and key in back 100 ringgit, and then select the payment type that you defined earlier, and if you are certain, you can click complete button here, and then you will be directed to the PDF version of the receipt like this. So your company's logo will be appearing up here together with your organization details, and this is the official receipt number of this document and the date of when it is opened, and also the student code of this student and the student's name as well, and also the items that she has paid for, and also the period of the items. Right now is in the period of April, but Amy already paid for the period of May for this subject, which is Bahasa Melayu. So it means that Amy has made an advance payment. To learn on how to make advance payment, you may watch tutorial 15 video. So the description here will display the items that the student has chosen or the subjects that he or she has been registered to. And the unit price will show the price of the paid item per unit, and the quantity, and the discount will be displaying the discount that you applied for the receipt. Payable is the amount that should be paid by the student, and paid today shows the amount that the student has paid, and amount here is the amount paid per item line. And down here is the footnote. Footnote actually can be customized, and you may watch tutorial 17 video to learn on how to customize your official receipt on your own, or you may contact us for the customization or modification of your official receipt. So on your right side down here is the total fees of this receipt and the outstanding amount that the student still has, and also the received payment will be stated here and no change. And that is all for creating receipt. Thanks for watching.